Hello everyone, and thank you for watching this video, and I hope that this will enlighten a lot of people. But the main purpose of this video is to show you that Tai Lopez in fact does not own the mansion that he says he owns, and I believe that he faked it until he made it, and I don't even know if he's really made it. I also believe a lot of the cars that he uses are props, paid for, rented with the money that he has extracted from other people, believing that he made all of his money from selling his books and things like that. And this internet marketing genius, when all in fact I believe that he just faked a lot of people out. I'm going to show you why. First of all, let's get down to the house. Okay, so in the very beginning, when I first saw his first video that he made where he was in the garage with the Lamborghini, I instantly, just for some reason, I thought he rented that Lamborghini and he's making this video to make people think that he's making a lot of money so that they're going to send him money to get his system so that they can be like him and make a lot of money and have a Lamborghini, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so anyways, that was my thought, and then I kind of dismissed it. And then, I saw the newer videos because when I watch, every time I want to watch a YouTube video, like his ad pops up. And, now he's got this big freaking mansion. He's with these girls. He's walking around his house, but the house looks staged. So I'm like, still does. I think he's renting this thing, and so like, I'm like, you know what? I got to get to the bottom of this. So what I did was, I went up to his Twitter account and I saw this post from back in January, where he's walking around his house, the outside grounds with the garage and the cars and everything. And I noticed a guy put, "You rented your mansion for one day to make a YouTube video." And I thought, you know what? This guy might be onto something. And then I saw Ty responded, "You think I rented mansion for one day to shoot videos? I have 100K bet open to all that you're wrong. Glad to take your money anytime." Well, right there when I saw that, I'm like, this guy got under Ty's skin a little bit. The truth kind of hurts and gets a reaction like that. But then I looked at the grammar and the spelling, and I'm like, gosh, man. And Ty says that he's a member of Mensa, which is, Society for Geniuses. I don't know too many geniuses that write like that. But anyways, let's just go with this and assume that Ty's this genius in Mensa and bought this mansion like you said. So anyways, I decided to use a service which is pretty easy. Anybody can use it. It's called Been Verified, and the information on here is amazingly accurate. And it's only $1 trial for 7 days. Like you have to pay $1. You can use it for 7 days. So I did that, and I pulled up his information, and this is pretty accurate. You can try this on yourself or your family, friends, or whatever, and this is really accurate. It comes from public records. So you can find this out from the courthouse, but it's much easier to do with your computer. So his name is Taino Adrian Lopez, and here's all of his aliases, and here's his pictures and all this kind of good stuff. And here's his age, and this is where he currently lives. Okay, so must be that big mansion that he has in his videos. Well, I went to Zillow, and I'm also a realtor, so I know pretty much like different databases, but I decided to use Zillow because anybody can use Zillow. Okay, so now wait a second. This house is only 2,828 square feet, but he's filming in this mansion with a pool like this. And I'm like, this house has got to be at least, 12,000 square feet plus. It's a big house. So I went over and I went to, this house, which shows on has been verified. And then I aerial mapped it, and I'm like, wait a second. There should be something behind this pool because the pool isn't long enough, A. And then there's like a kind of like a long water fountain behind it, and that's not there. And I'm like, this isn't that. This is definitely not the house in the video. So then what I did was I went back to Google Images and I did a Google image search, and this is what popped up. And you can do it yourself. 810 North Rexford Drive. And I was like, oh my gosh, this has got to be the place. It's 16,000 square feet. Now this is more like it. You know, I've had homes over 10,000 square feet myself, and I could tell you that this is definitely got to be the place. But okay, let's just make sure that it is. So what I did was I looked and I'm like, wow, this is the same one that's on his Twitter account. If you look back here, you can see, let's just go a little bit. Look, right there is one gate. Right there is the gate. You can see the little pointy things up there behind him. All right, let's just go right there. You see those little things sticking up? Now let's go over here and doo-doo-doo. There they are. There's the little pointy thing sticking up on the gate. This is the place. Awesome. Now let's do a aerial view. Let's do an earth view of it. And sorry, my computer is a little bit slow because I'm up at my place in Tahoe right now. But let's just slide over a little bit here. And I really apologize about this. I don't know why it's not cooperating with me today. But let's hope that it... Oh, goodness. I thought that it would do this, but... Anyways, there we go. Come on, man. You got the idea, though, folks. You got the idea. Okay, so I'm doing this right now. Okay, so sorry about that. All right, so here we go. So this is... I'm really sorry about that. So this is 810 North. Now look, there's the pool. Now there is the pool, and that's match it up with the photo. Okay, there is the long thing behind the pool. There's the pool, and here is the long thing behind the pool, and the blue roof, which also matches. There's the blue roof. Now we have a hit. Now, let's see. This place, there's only one problem. Tai says he bought this place, but I did double check this. This place was actually built in 1998. The lot was purchased in 1996 for 2.7 million. I know this house very well, and the house was built in 1998. The owner has not sold the house, and it's actually been trying to rent it over like back in 2015, about the time when Tai started coming up with all of these videos and stuff. So what Tai did was he made the owner a deal, and he said, he couldn't get the 75,000 a month for it. So what Tai did was he says, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna rent. He started out with the garage, and he says, I'm gonna rent this garage right there, and if you can see from the very first video, the bookshelf and everything, I'm going to rent that garage, and I'm going to rent a Lamborghini, which is right there, that first one. That's what he started out with. And I'm going to get in all these suckers to send me money to buy my books, because they're going to think I'm making a bunch of money with my program. And he got everybody to buy his shit, and then he used that money to rent more of the house. And so now he's got the whole freaking house rented out. And he's doing these videos all over the house. It's clearly staged. I mean, if you look around the house, I mean, nobody's living in that house. He's renting it for the videos, and he rents girls to come there. And you can see it's all staged, and he pays people, to come around there and basically, beef up his system so that he can draw more people into buying his system. So here's the last thing I'll leave you with. The house that he has on his Been Verified, which is the first one we started out with, he doesn't even own that house. And then I'll close with this. That house was sold back in 1997 for $117,000. It hasn't changed hands. So not only does Tai Lopez not own the mansion in all of his videos, he doesn't even own the house on his Been Verified, account. And most likely he rents that with a bunch of the guys that are in his videos, and they're all living off of all the suckers sending him money. Thank you. I hope this was informative for you. God bless.